Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbin's Bourbon. I'm Joe.
And I'm Josh.
Today's whiskey review coming at you. Fighting Cock
Just fun to say.
Kentucky Bourbon. This particular bourbon is out of Bardstown, Kentucky, made by Heaven Hill Distillery. Old family name. The Shapiros have owned Heaven Hill since its inception after 1935 or 33.
Isn't that the only family-run distillery still?
That's left. Still family-owned
the big boys,
run.
though.
Yep.
Not like,
yep.
I'm sure there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, all the micro guys
All
are
the
out
ones
there.
that...
But as far as the big boys out there, Heaven Hill opened up their distillery, the Shapiro brothers, in 1933 after Prohibition. It was either 33 or 35. I know Prohibition ended in 33. Or was it 35?
No, it wasn't 35. It was right after
1933. Okay. Either way, give or take a year or two.
Doesn't matter. It's over now.
It was a shitty time for whiskey people. Prohibition.
It's got a pretty good nose.
This one's coming in at 103 proof. As I said, it is a rye mash bill, so you got your corn. It's a bourbon, so it's over 51% corn. Barley, malted barley, and rye in the mash bill.
And it's aged 6 years. You might have already said that.
It is. No, I didn't. I don't remember.
It's got age statement. Again, suckers for age statements.
It's an age-stated whiskey. A little fun fact for this particular Heaven Hill product. Prior to 2015, they did not have an age statement. So, from 2015 to present day, they are now age stated at 6 years. Something caused Heaven Hill to decide at a point in time, let's age state this puppy and put it out. Good idea.
Probably sold more bottles, I would think. 'Cause I wouldn't have bought it, I don't think, just seeing it on the shelf.
Right.
If it didn't have the, like, you see that age statement, you're like, oh, 6 years, that's legit.
Right.
You know, most good bourbons are aged between 7 and 10 years or 12 years. So, anyways.
So you wonder, but 6 years is a good age. 4 years is typical to be a Kentucky straight bourbon. Those of you out there in the know realize it has to be a minimum of 2 years to get the label Kentucky straight bourbon. Anything less than 2 years has to have the months or the time on the bottle somewhere. Like after Prohibition, Stitzel-Weller put out a product called I think it was Kentucky Oaks or something like that, and it was 18 months old.
Oh, weird.
Yep. They were like, we got to get whiskey out here to the public because everybody wants it. And they put out, I think it was Kentucky Oaks. Don't quote me on it, but it was in the ballpark. It was an 18-month-old whiskey. Probably tasted not really
great.
Good. But beggars can't
Stitzel-Weller,
be choosers.
too.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't mind having some of that right now.
No kidding.
But you know, the funny thing is, a little side note, the Heaven Hill Distillery tour was probably one of my least favorites that we went on.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do a whole lot. Like, well, we didn't pay... I mean, we did the basic minimum tour that you could get, and it was basically go over to Rick House, here's some barrels, come back, try some whiskey, and you were done. Have a good
Did we
day.
have chocolate there?
We did, yeah. They had the 3 or 4, there's Larceny, Elijah Craig, there's something else.
Rittenhouse?
Was it Rittenhouse?
Was Rittenhouse in the mix? Because it's a Heaven Hill product.
I don't know. I don't remember, but I was just... the distillery tour, again, we didn't take the... I'm sure there's a bigger, more expensive one. We just went and, let's just hit this real quick.
Right.
It was just you and me. It's just us two and the guy that... Yeah, and he was very nice. It's just... I was surprised it wasn't a little more in-depth as far as, seeing the stills and stuff like that. I like all that.
Yeah, they didn't go into any of the production.
No, we just went to the Rick House and then we went back. It's basically all we did.
Yeah. Yep. So. That was at the new visitor center there outside of Bardstown. So
I mean, nice people and everything. It wasn't anything bad.
That was where we crossed the street, and he said,
correct. He's like, careful. It says 35.
People in Kentucky are dyslexic because you had to cross the street to get to the warehouse.
Right.
And the bonded warehouse, actually. And he said The speed limit's 35 here, but Kentuckians are dyslexic. And
so
they go 53, and he wasn't lying.
You all drive fast out there. I was shocked how fast. All that, NASCAR shine running or something.
They just drive quick.
Yeah, some elderly lady was just on my ass.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, he drives so fast. And
she was flat flying.
He was, so kind of cool.
So he was honest with that. He didn't want us to get creamed by a car. Good, it was okay. But Heaven Hill's good products. Yeah. The history behind it's really good. Fighting Cock, just fun to say. And it's got the picture you can't really see, even though we've got our lights and everything on.
It is a rooster.
It is a rooster coming in like a bald eagle coming in to clasp something. It is 103 proof, and that's about it. It's kind of a unique little label. If you see it in the store,
and it is you said high rye, right?
It's a rye. Yeah, it's a rye mash bill. The mash bill I couldn't really find out there on the internet, and did some of the searches for what it's particular. But it is a rye mash bill.
Give it a try.
Little alcohol on the nose, deep color, so it is a 6-year-old bourbon. So I
get some wood char and stuff.
Old. Yeah, some wood.
Not a lot of sweetness though. I'm thinking
not a lot of sweet.
I think it's going to be a high rye, but
it's got a beautiful color to it.
I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever had it.
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Something new.
A little heat on the nose.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody out there. Sweet up
Very
front.
sweet up front. There's some rye though.
Yeah. Some vanilla. For 103 proof, it sips pretty smooth, I would have to say.
Try to see what else. Yeah, I get that vanilla. I don't get a lot of the caramel, but it's more vanilla. Little pepper at the end.
Yeah, some pepper. Gosh, kind of searching for some caramel.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah?
Honestly. And I don't think it's, what is it, 20, 25 bucks maybe?
I think so. Actually, I think it might be a little higher than that now.
Really? I thought it was like kind of, well, with a 6-year age statement, it's probably not bottom shelf, but.
Right. We're going to find out. I'm going to do a quick search in our liquor division state here. And while I'm doing that, Josh can entertain you.
Yeah. I'll watch him search with his grandpa hands. On his jitterbug.
I do it like this, and I guess all y'all out there are real quick.
Why don't you just call him? It'd probably be quicker.
Yeah,
how much is Fighting Cock?
Yeah, I could call the liquor store. They do know us all by name.
I don't think it's anything else that I remember about the Heaven Hill. That was a quick tour.
We did
there.
It was a quick tour.
Nice enough people. I got a nice Larceny beanie.
She did, and I bought
Pikesville. I really like their Pikesville rye. I got a shirt. They make Rittenhouse rye too.
They do. Oh. Yep. I bought the Larceny Reg T-shirt. I bought a few things. Oh, and I got that age stated.
Focus, dude.
Oh, sorry, that age stated something. A B C D L. What is it?
I'd say 5.
Oh, good. That's where my finger was heading.
I know. I could see it. It was all shaky.
A B C D E F G F. Let's see. We're cruising through Elijah Craig. Just so y'all know.
Is this riveting for you?
Y'all are excited to know the price, but you're going to know.
Yeah, because you can just look it up where you're at, because that's what you're going to do.
Division.
Instead, we're going to take your time
but you enjoy it.
Scroll through a phone trying to find out. They probably don't have it in stock.
Fighting Cock Bourbon. I just wanted to say it again.
I knew it was $21.95.
Yeah, you're good. $21.95 in our state.
I am sometimes, especially you.
Actually,
I'm not very smart. I remember stupid facts, like you know.
Crazy.
Can't remember my last name, but I'll remember that this is $21.95.
$21.95, and we are in a liquor control state, so everything's like $21.95, $25.95, plus tax. So
our tax isn't too bad though.
our tax is what, 6%, 7%?
Yeah,
standard
like
tax. It's not like some of the commie states out there that do a regular tax and then 21 to 25% tax.
That's a sin
Washington.
Tax. Yeah, but California's a commie state and they don't have that tax.
They don't?
Their tax is like 6%. It's like super. It's like ours.
That's the only nice thing then about that place.
Oh, and the weather's nice.
Allegedly.
It's always 70 degrees.
70 degrees in commie.
70 degrees with a
hint of commie. Any of y'all Californians that follow our channel, we're sorry.
Joking.
Hopefully we didn't offend you any, but if you live there, you probably know that anyway. So
you're probably moving out as we speak.
Probably. Fighting Cock, a decent bourbon. I'm going to go in for a second. Do you think it's worthy of water, or with the rye mash bill, Heaven Hill, not Jim Beam, what do you think it will do? Rye is affected by the barrel.
I'm not getting a huge rye kick, but I like it how it is. It's a decent, for $21.95, it's a decent little whiskey.
Yeah, it really is.
Better without water.
Better without water. I'm going to take your word for that 100%.
It just took, it's not like super flavorful because it's a younger.
Right.
It just took the good woody notes and the vanilla out of it a little bit. Okay. And I like it better neat.
103 proof. If you're a whiskey drinker and you're used to those bold bourbons, then from what Josh is saying and from what I'm thinking, I would leave it and drink it neat.
I think it would be good on ice though.
Yeah.
Towards the end, it probably would get, when it starts to get a little watered down. But I think drinking it, because it's a little higher proof with some of that, like coolness to it when you have ice.
I think it'd make good cocktails.
Which, if you guys don't know out there, ice does cool things off.
It does. Yeah. It's an amazing
science. Learn
science.
that.
It's
school.
Probably stand up pretty good in a cocktail.
Yeah, it's
at 103
I gotta get me a bottle. I don't think I've ever had it.
Yeah, I've never seen it in your bar. This is my second bottle.
I would put that up against Elijah Craig. Just the regular stand-the-mill Elijah Craig.
I would agree with you. Actually,
You'd probably prefer this.
I would go one further. I think the taste profile for me is a little nicer.
Yeah, I'd have to try them side by side, but I think I think I might agree. But I like Elijah Craig too, so I don't know. Everything's a little different, but
you know what? This is an evolving channel, and it's what we do here. And when you have over 160 different bottles of whiskey in your collection,
in your house,
that's just the non-duplicates. We've got plain old Elijah Craig,
run of the mill. That's
94
about $25
proof. About $25. We're gonna pour it in a Glencairn, and we're gonna just do a little, get a twofer here on the show. Ooh, boy.
See, so those of you that don't,
I'm pleasantly surprised. So it's a Fighting Cock
so
review,
familiar.
But we're throwing in Elijah Craig just because, as we're sitting here talking about different whiskeys, the Elijah Craig.
That nose is pretty. So
the nose is vanilla. Compare the Elijah Craig nose to the Fighting Cock.
Well, mine has water in it, so it's not 100%.
There's not water.
That's pretty similar, though. It's good enough. Let me see the Elijah Craig when you're done.
Elijah Craig. Yeah. They're similar noses.
Yeah.
It's a rye peppery nose. The Fighting Cock's a great bourbon. Cost is less than you're going to pay for Elijah Craig. Availability in your area, it's hard to say.
Availability is hard to say. What do you think? You don't have COVID, do you?
I've caught it 3 times. I don't even know.
I love me some Elijah Craig. I think it's delightful.
It is a good bourbon. I can't say anything about it. It is a good bourbon.
Though, I still think the Fighting Cock stands up to it. It's just a little different flavor profile. I prefer the Elijah Craig, though, I'd say. We'll have to do a blind. We should just let this roll and do like an hour and a half long.
Yeah, that'd be a
just
debauchery. Y'all would have to get a bottle and just start drinking.
Yes, I don't even know what they're talking about anymore. We already covered what commie states.
Yeah, I have to agree. The Elijah Craig's a little more refined.
Right. Yeah,
and I think it's because it is an older bourbon. Remember, those of you that were whiskey drinkers back in the day, it wasn't that long ago. Elijah Craig was a 12-year age-stated bourbon. So
bummed
he used to go through bottles of it as the age stated. The full liter size, I think, still has an age state on it.
Yeah, one of them does.
Removed it, but
it
is
still
definitely
really good.
Older. It's an older bourbon than your Fightin' Cock. Fightin' Cock, great bourbon, great price. I believe it's pretty readily available. $21.95 in our state. In your state, probably comparable, unless you're in one of those non-liquor control states where the merchant can control the price.
Or it'll be low. Sometimes it's lower for stuff like that. Sometimes you can get it even cheaper.
Yep. I got nothing else. Right. A little.
Look at me. I'm not gurgly. I'm not burping.
Yeah, I finally cut
I'm getting a little spittle in the corner of my mouth, though.
Yeah. There's some vanilla as it's opening up.
Well, mine has water.
Yeah. There's some vanilla. So let it open up a little bit. So I would say pour a dram, let it sit for a little while.
Like you said, it'd probably be good in a cocktail because it's higher proof.
Yeah, probably would hold its own against some bitters in a cocktail for sure.
Definitely price point and flavor profile, I would get it all day long.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
If it was $35-$40, I might be a little like...
I'd be a little more skeptical.
But it's not a bad little whiskey.
Price per ounce is worth it.
And it's fun to say.
And it is.
You just Fightin' Cock.
Fightin' Cock. Bam.
So aggressive.
We hope y'all are enjoying this particular review. Please hang around with us. Have a drink with us. Subscribe to the channel. Go back and peruse through the over 150 some shows we've done.
That many.
Throw some comments down there. Those of you that have been longtime followers, cheers to you and thanks for sticking with us through all these years of whiskey reviews and product reviews and making cocktails. We really appreciate y'all. I don't have a whole lot more for it. Great whiskey, great price, some unique notes, little leather, little vanilla, little caramel, little spice. The heat for 103 proof is pretty light. It's an easy sipper. We're drinking it neat.
It's put water in mine.
Yeah, he's throwing some water in it.
I took fell on the sword for you.
You did. Thanks, bro. Water not recommended.
Nope.
We'll agree.
Just neat. But I think, I think it would be good on some ice, but just when it gets towards the bottom, when it gets a little watered down, you might... Sometimes if that happens, I'll just add a little more straight whiskey to it.
Yeah.
Or not straight, neat. Whatever you want to call it.
Good, approachable whiskey. Good manufacturer. Good distiller. Good price. Reputable company. Family owned. Still to this day. That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap this one up. As always, enjoy your whiskeys and bourbons any way you like. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.